Oh, hi.
Hello.
Happy spring.
We are in it.
Yeah. Day 2 of spring,
Yeah.
March 21st.
Something like Unit 8.
Yeah, Kinetics and Equilibrium. We're going to hit up our themes, EQs, targets, and assignments in first homework video as always.
Yep. Easy peasy, but let's make sure we do it.
Yep. We're going to talk about this unit, the order of operations in a chemical reaction, what equilibriums are, and how we can affect all these things.
Sure. As a matter of fact, you guys should honestly be kind of keeping track of this stuff. Make sure we cover all this stuff. Hold us accountable.
Yeah. So the first question is, can we speed up or slow down a chemical reaction? Don't answer it. Don't answer the questions, Milk.
This is tough. We can only ask them right now because
That's right.
the rest of the notes, of course, you're going to learn. So, what does a potential energy diagram tell us about chemical reactions, Governor?
I won't say it.
Okay. It's tough, right?
Where does this heat of a chemical reaction come from? This chemical reaction produces heat or absorbs heat, but where the heck did it come from?
Want to answer
Don't
so
say
bad. What is an equilibrium, for crying out loud? I almost know half of that word.
Nope. An equal whatever that is, Mr.
Aquarium?
No, that's not aquarium. Fluency, you got to know your words. So don't get caught up by these big, scary chemistry words. Go one syllable at a time. Equilibrium. There you go. There we go. Can you manipulate it? Don't say it.
I won't. And how do I measure chaos?
In the mirror every morning.
Right, or looking in your bedroom, maybe.
No, I was answering a question. Can't do it. Don't answer these questions. Moving on. We got to
Better yet, make sure you can. You should be able to say, I can, when we're done with this whole unit. Starting with describing the steps required for a chemical reaction to occur, using specifically collision theory. Bell work from today.
Not from my class. Predict how changing the concentration, temperature, surface area will affect the rate of a reaction, how quickly it happens.
Some are more fun than others,
Does it slow
especially
down?
surface area, buddy.
Oh yeah, you'll see this.
Surface area is fun.
Indeed, Rudy.
Kindergartners in my school already saw it, actually.
Oh, I'm jealous. Just saying.
You will be able to read and interpret potential energy diagrams and find important quantities hidden therein and how they change.
Yes.
Yes.
Read and interpret heats of reaction of a variety of chemical reactions in order to predict changes in energy. There are both a reference table for this as well as the generic potential energy diagram. So
Correct.
you got to be able to do this in two different ways.
Yeah, start to actually put energy in there as a reactant or a product and start treating it as something we can quantify. Absolutely. You will be able to identify different types of equilibriums and how they respond to stresses. How they respond.
No, but chemical stresses are a thing, and equilibriums respond to them.
Right, and we got to figure out what that equilibrium is good before we can start messing with it.
Yes.
But we'll find out.
Read and interpret a chemical equation to predict changes in entropy, which is a measurement of chaos, randomness, and disorder. We're not going to put numbers on entropy. We're going to do this kind of from a different perspective with states of matter, which simplifies it, but still does it justice.
Yeah, and we can understand the different. You could look at it as randomness, or you could look at it as order.
Right.
Because order is the opposite, and sometimes it makes a little bit more sense that way. For sure.
Ooh, hey. Here's your assignments. What do we got to say about that?
I see 2 total Pogles.
8 homeworks.
Maybe you earned your Pogle today in my class. We'll see. And
8 homeworks.
Yep, and one lab.
Maybe squeeze another one in there, but time's sake.
Yeah, we got to get going, guys. We lost a lot of time in those snow days, so we got to keep moving. Matter of fact, 2 video lectures in one night wouldn't be such a bad idea. Just saying,
And also, in respect to that, aside from just doing your video lectures, it's really important to start to actually hardcore engage with those Regents Practice Part 2s that we put at the back of the pack.
Because please don't leave those, guys.
We're doing that so that you start to see how one question will contain information for multiple units.
Yes.
They all spiral back on themselves.
Yeah, and those are not questions that we wrote necessarily, and they differ from our Part 2 questions on our test that we wrote because we were testing a specific unit at a time. And, you might start to see how there's recycled questions in the Part 1 multiple choice pieces for us. Now that we have those ability to start sticking some of these actual Regent style Part 2 questions in, you might start catching 1 or 2 of those on the test. And so if you're not doing them in the packet, are you really preparing yourself
for the test? Because like Mr. Milk said, we didn't write those words. That's not our verbiage. That's not our
cut and paste it
vernacular.
right out of the
state's requirements. So those questions are mostly reading comprehension based. Can you read all this text and see the very small, simple question that they're really asking?
Which is honestly usually a very simple question.
Right, almost easier sometimes than a multiple choice, to be totally honest. But if you're getting scared by all the text and Time New Roman font,
you just lock right up and now you're not thinking about what you
Oh my
know.
God. That's why we're putting it there for you now, so that you're better prepared in June 25th.
You ready?
For that exam.
Hopefully, you will be able to equilibrate soon.
Exactly. So,
and on that note,
that's it.
Yeah,
see you next video for
homework practice.
video.
Homework practice. Homework practice. Homework practice.
Hasta luego.